Imagine getting stabbed with a guitar.
Look at that.
And it causes that much blood.
Well,
if you want blood, you got it.
That's right.
Right?
Indeed.
Happy Saturday, everybody. August 1st, we're finally out of the hellhole of July. My least favorite month of the year for various reasons. The number one reason being the heat.
Yes.
Not that the August heat is that much better, but at least we're one step closer to being done with it.
Right.
Only one good thing takes place in July, the Italian Festival. And that was already 2 weeks ago, so you know what that means. 50 weeks until the next one.
Can you believe it?
I can believe it. And it's also WWE SummerSlam weekend.
Oh, that's...
Tonight and tomorrow.
Man.
I think this is the first time SummerSlam is 2 nights. I can't remember if last year it was 2 nights. When I went here in Detroit a couple years ago, it was just 1. It was like 5.5 hours long, so that's probably why they split it into 2. But SummerSlam weekend, got all the greats are competing. Supposedly Brock Lesnar's last match. Gonna be the end of an era for Brock Lesnar.
How old's Brock?
I think he's in his late 40s, maybe early 50s. It's pretty nuts to think about. I was a kid when he debuted in like 03, so I think he was in his 20s then. So do the math.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be the end of an era for Brock Lesnar. Finally going to wrap up Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. They've been stretching that storyline out for, I don't know, 7-8 years at this point. Local boy Danhausen going to be wrestling Dominic Mysterio. So hopefully Danhausen wins. You guys know I'm a big fan of Danhausen. Merrick, for some reason, isn't.
I never said that.
Scotty and Ducky
think I like Danhausen. I don't know what you're talking about.
He is in your wheelhouse.
Exactly. He has funny skits. He's funny. I like him.
He's
I don't know
weird.
what you're talking about.
You're like so stupid.
Well, yeah, they're like stupid funny, you know?
Oh, man.
I think it's hilarious. All right, we've got a ton to talk about today.
There's a lot.
Tons of records, tons of used records, tons of guitars, tons of mare, tons of brownies, tons of Ariana Grande. Thank you to everybody that came to our Ariana Grande listening party last night. Smashing success. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We had a lot of first-time people in here. We hope to see you again very soon. I have to say, I kind of enjoyed the album as well.
I didn't mind it.
It's good, hooky pop music.
It's
no
very
problem
palatable.
with that.
I understand why people love her.
Yes. No, not offended by any means. Trey wasn't too happy, but, you know, big
I got
deal.
a photo of Trey holding the poster.
Nice.
That I used against him.
Nice. All right, we're going to talk about new this week releases. And then we're going to just show off some of the used, and then we're going to talk about acoustic sounds, and then we're going to talk about gear. So real quick, let's hammer through the new releases. Most importantly, the 25th anniversary reissue of Alien Ant Farm Anthology. Get it? Anthology.
Yes.
Yes, if you're curious, this has Smooth Criminal on it, as well as their other smash hit movies. One of Merrick's favorite songs.
It's just like the movies.
I want Merrick to do his hair like that.
Oh, man.
Great.
That'd be really cool.
You know how when I worked for Rockabilly, you know how many copies of that CD we sold?
Oh, man.
It was endless.
Everyone had this. This just, Merrick doesn't understand the cultural impact that Alien Ant Farm had.
I understand.
With that album
Only. Remember though they got in that really bad bus accident? And they almost died. The one guy was paralyzed.
Oh.
Yeah, that was when they were at the height of their popularity. Best of Miles Davis from 85 to 91. So this is when he was signed to Warner Brothers towards the end of his career. He had sort of morphed back into just more traditional playing. No weird avant-garde stuff going on. Kind of a cool release. Dead Kennedys. Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables on limited edition red transparent vinyl. An essential punk record. You should have it in your collection. This is another essential Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits, and it's now expanded. Forever it's been a single disc LP. It's now a 2 LP. It's got everything you'd want to hear. on it from
I can't
Fleetwood
believe they
Mac.
did him dirty that way with that single LP.
I do have to, let me clarify though, this is only Fleetwood Mac with Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. No Peter Green or Bob Welch Fleetwood Mac on this release.
You have You Make Love and Fun?
Yes, of course it's got You Make Love and Fun. Are you kidding me, Merrick? It's got everything on here. Rhiannon, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, Gypsy,
Hold Me?
Little Lies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold Me's great. Little Lies I love.
Great song.
Love Little Lies. Landslide, You Make Love and Fun, The Chain. It's all on here. And we have to talk about this because, ladies and gentlemen, today is Jerry Garcia's birthday. So happy birthday, Jerry. Today starts the days between. August 1st to August 9th will always be known as the days between Jerry's birthday and the day he passed away. So we celebrate Jerry Garcia on the days between. Rhino Hi-Fi releasing Working Man's Dead, arguably their most popular studio record. A great starting place if you don't know where to start with the Grateful Dead. If you don't want to get into the live stuff, which is a whole rabbit hole. Working Man's Dead is a great place to start. Some classic songs on here. Casey Jones, Uncle John's Band, Dire Wolf, Black Peter. They replicated the original textured cover, cut from the original analog tapes. I guarantee it to sound great. Where's Joe LaGracie to talk about riding with the king, as he would say? B.B. King and Eric Clapton. This, I think, is 25 years old at this point, and this is even crazier. This was released on gold vinyl, honoring what would have been BB's 100th birthday. The great BB King and the not so great Eric Clapton.
That was B.B. King's one note.
One of my all-time favorite records here, Curtis Mayfield, Curtis, self-titled record. This is a Rhino Reserve, but they changed the packaging because it doesn't look like a Rhino Reserve, but it's cut from the original analog tapes, and I got the Record Store Day version, and let me tell you, it sounds amazing. So if you don't have that, you should be picking it up. John Prine, Best of John Prine, also a Rhino Reserve, wrapping up the Spirit of 76 summer releases. 2 releases from Queensryche reissues. Warning! Warning! And Rage for Order, which has Walk in the Shadows on it. Good classic Queensryche. Ramones, Live at the Roxy, 76. Can't go wrong with that. New one from Shabuzi, one of Mayor's favorites.
Yeah.
Right?
For the name alone.
Right?
Love some Shabuzi.
Another 25-year edition of a record. I can't believe this is 25 years old. Sum 41, all killer, no filler. I got this. I was in 5th grade, I think. 4th grade. 4th or 5th grade. Fat Lip, one of the first songs I ever learned how to play on drums. So a piece of history there. And I know people have been waiting a long time for this. Ween, 12 Golden Country Greats. This is an expanded version with 2 discs of bonus material, including demos, outtakes, and more. I want to put this record on in the store. Silas played this in the back the other day. I had never heard it, and I loved it, but it's extremely inappropriate.
Yeah.
You can't play it in here. And then this was a really cool release. ZZ Top's worldwide Texas tour. This was sent to radio stations to promote their 76 tour. And essentially, it's a greatest hits from the first 4 records. So it's got great tracks from first album, Rio Grande Mud, Tres Hombres, and Fandango, which you could argue are their best records. They got 2 other good ones after that as well. But yeah, this has everything on it. Waiting for the Bus, Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, Blue Jean Blues, Tush, Brown Sugar, Just Got Paid, Heard It on the X. It's all on here.
It does not have legs or TV dinners.
Correct, which is why it's essential. So tons of great new releases. You can come in and check those out. Oh, we'll talk about that as we walk over to the Acoustic Sounds box. We also put out a ton more used records. If you didn't see last week, we put about 100 out this week. We put about 40 out. Nice mix of stuff. You got Duran Duran, Phil Collins, AC/DC, David Byrne, Gene Autry, Foghat, Genesis, Michael Jackson, Jethro Tull, Elton John, Bob Marley. It's one of my favorite records. I wish somebody would do a premium audiophile version of this.
I have a feeling there will probably be one coming.
Incredible record. This record made me a Bob Marley fan. And not to say I wasn't before, he just sort of existed, and this solidified it because his band on this is smoking, pun intended. Really good stuff. Criminally underrated McCartney record, if you ask me. London Town, this is awesome. Kind of experimental. Cafe on the Left Bank, great song. And Backwards Traveler, I like, with a little Lux on here. Awesome record. So you could check out all the used in a, is it going to be in a story?
This will be a story post, and you can see it on the Rock City Record City page.
Instagram. Check it out there if you want to see all the drop. Or you can come in and just look. That's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to bury your face in your phone, you could walk through the door and like have a conversation and look at stuff. This also came out yesterday, Alice Cooper's studio albums box set, 75 to 78. So this has Welcome to My Nightmare through From the Inside, and it also includes Lace and Whiskey and Goes to Hell, and there's a bonus disc of single edits and some other rarer things, right?
There's a B-side of No Tricks from the How You Gonna See Me Now single, and then there's also the version of Road Rats that they did with Todd Rundgren from the movie Roadie, which is actually from 1980.
So they took some liberties there.
Right.
They should have ran it by Scotty first.
Yep.
We do have it in CD configuration, which are mini LP sleeves, which I'm always a fan of.
These
Or LP.
remastered by Chris Bellman.
So they're going to sound great.
They do sound great. I listened to all of them last night.
There you go. Scotty's the authority on Alice Cooper. So if you're curious on if you should pick something up or not, if there's an edition of an Alice Cooper release, you should definitely ask Scotty. So Scotty, would you say this box set is worth the investment?
Absolutely.
There you go.
The cover art looks really good on everything. I was really happy with the scan for Welcome to My Nightmare. They scanned the inner sleeves. Everything looks really nice.
And this,
great.
Scotty probably has 60 copies of each of those records. So
Did I need this?
Of course not.
No. Did I want this?
Yes. You guys know I started talking about this last week. We were getting a big old order, a big old helping of Analogue Productions titles from the fine folks at Analogue Productions, Acoustic Sounds. They have arrived, and there's a lot of great stuff in here. We pulled some special orders for our customers, but there's tons of stuff going out. You just heard me talking about ZZ Top. This is brand new, newly released UHQR of Tres Hombres, cut at 45, 200 gram LP. Incredible sound. Take my word for it. Why? Because I have this. So I can tell you with certainty it sounds great. Love this record. Now some people don't like the cut at 45 because you have to get up every couple of songs and flip the record. So it really is dependent on the audiophile experience. If you don't want cut at 45, they do offer UHQRs in 33. This is Bob Marley Burnin'. We also have Bob Marley Natty Dread. These were just released. Now, with these titles specifically, Acoustic Sounds is going to do them in both 33 and 45. Some titles they only do 45, some titles they only do 33. But Bob Marley titles are going to be issued in both configurations. So we do have the 33s here. Outstanding listening experience. You guys remember I was spotlighting the Jimi Hendrix Are You Experienced? This is probably last year at this point. That is a cut at 33. You will not find a better sounding version of Are You Experienced? Yeah. So these are all cut from the original analog tapes. Outstanding packaging, tons of care put into the release. No dye added to the vinyl, so it's clear vinyl, virgin vinyl. A great box, great presentation, and outstanding sound quality. So these are a little pricier, but you get what you pay for. If you really want an outstanding listening experience, the UHQR stuff is just the tops, as the Velvet Fog Mel Torme would say. There's Natty Dread. All right. Let's talk about some of the regular releases from Analogue Productions. Got the self-titled America record. These are all cut at 45 from the original Analog tapes. Seals and Crofts, Greatest Hits, Summer Breeze, not Greatest Hits. These are really cool. Self-titled Funkadelic, and free your mind, ... and your behind will follow. Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown, first Montrose record. Pet Sounds in mono and stereo, both cut at 45 and 33. We have it all. How about Birth of the Cool, Miles Davis, Tone Poet. Love the Tone Poet releases, and those are pressed at QRP, so that's how they're still affiliated, even though it's not a Analogue Productions release. And then the Chess stuff has been killing. You guys know we've been featuring this all year, celebrating the 75th anniversary of the legendary Chess records. This month's titles, we have Buddy Guy, I Was Walking Through the Woods, Etta James, Tell Mama, and also Muddy Waters, John Lee Hooker, and Howlin Wolf, The Real Folk Blues. All recorded in Chicago at Chess Records. And then we also have the classic Howlin Wolf record. This has got all the great stuff on it. And Muddy Waters, Brass and the Blues, all from the Chess 75 series being released this month. And finally, we talked about this last week, Analogue Productions is taking on the Who catalog, and the first two releases are here. The Who Live at Leeds and the Who My Generation. This is a mono copy of My Generation, or mono tape of My Generation. Both of these are cut at 45. Immense care has been invested into the packaging. Live at Leeds even replicates all of the inserts from the original release. I listened to mine last night. Words don't even describe it. Outstanding. Sounds like you're at the show. That record always has sounded in your face and raw. It doesn't compromise that. There's just more clarity to it. So
That's cool. Yeah.
These are the first two releases of the Who catalog. Next month they are doing UHQRs like I just showed for the Bob Marley stuff for Who's Next and Tommy. No doubt about it. They will be definitive versions. Those are only going to be offered at 33 speed. They're not coming out at 45. So if you're holding out thinking, well, I'll wait for them to do the 45, they've already said that they're not going to. So you should consider getting on order for those UHQRs. We are offering pre-orders on them. They are extremely limited. Who's Next is limited to 5,000 copies. Tommy is only 3,500 copies. That's not a lot, considering the record and the artist and the company making them. So don't wait too long, or as Chad Chasm says, buy now or cry later.
That's right.
So come down and check out all those amazing releases from Acoustic Sounds, Analogue Productions. We're such huge fans, and remember, we are the only Metro Detroit dealer that is working with them directly. So we are offering those titles to you at the same price you can order them from Acoustic Sounds. Other stores probably stock those titles, but they're going to be pricier because they're getting them through a middleman.
Yeah.
So come down and check those out. There's something for everybody, whether you're a rock fan, reggae fan, jazz fan, folk fan.
Jazz hands.
Got something for everybody. So come down and check those out. In fact, we're shipping this out right now. A customer ordered the UHQR of Steely Dan Asia. Outstanding listening experience. So great stuff. All right, let's talk about some gear. We got a variety of stuff. We got some used stuff. We got some new stuff. I'm going to start down here because this thing is just so eye-catching. How about that? Jackson Dinky DK2 Hot Rod. I don't think I need to explain why it's a hot rod. It's got some flames on there. This is made in Japan. From all of my research, this is made in Japan. They reissued this guitar a couple of times, but based on the serial number, I believe this to be a made in Japan one. It does have some wear and tear on it. There's some scratches, a couple chips and such, but we went through and rehabbed it, restored it. Plays great, sounds great. There is an upgraded pickup in the bridge. It's a Dimebucker instead of the standard Seymour Duncan that was in there. I can't recall what came in it originally. but it had Duncan design single coils and then a real Seymour Duncan humbucker, but that has been changed to a dimebucker. And I can tell you with firsthand experience, I don't think there's any hotter pickup on the market than the dimebucker. The output on it, people are going to think I'm joking. It's like 22K. For perspective, a standard Strat output is like 7. So, you know, Dimebag always had to go over the top. So the dimebucker pickup is a nice addition to this guitar.
Fits in that guitar.
It fits in this guitar. It's going to be so in your face, loud, and over the top, your fingers are going to be shooting flames. Right?
People's faces are going to be melting.
Yeah. Instant face melting tone through the fire and the flames.
Yeah.
That song's like 20 plus years old now. This is crazy. Love this guitar, very affordable. These, sometimes if they're very clean, they go for good money. They go for like $1,000. This is $599. So very affordable. And we do have the Jackson hardshell case with it. And we do have the bar with it. People always go, do you guys have the bar? We just don't put stuff out with the bar on it because unfortunately people steal the bars. So we can't put guitars out with whammy bars or trem bars in them. So, but we do have the bar.
Bunch of savages.
Right. Bunch of Rick savages. From Def Leppard. That was the joke.
Yes.
Nobody appreciated that. Wanted to show off the Reverend Greg Cox signature Gristle Strat. Well, I shouldn't say it's a Gristle Strat. I'm sorry. Gristle Caster. Gristle Master. Gristle ST. We had a longtime student pick one of these up last week, and it just got me thinking how outstanding this guitar is. And I feel like right now a lot of people kind of aren't happy with the Strat for a variety of reasons.
Why?
So this is a great way to get an S-style guitar that's not your average S-style guitar. Signature Greg Koch Fishman signature pickups. These are active, they're rechargeable. Wilkinson trem, 2-point trem. What I really love about this guitar is the raised center. Really gives it some nice sustain, vibrance to the tone. Even sounds great unplugged, but plugged in is really where it shines. This under the guard, there's a cavity, so it helps with resonance as well. Pin lock tuners there, as always, maple neck, but I love that raised center 6-bolt neck.
People always ask you about the input jack. That's where you charge the pickup.
This is where you recharge the pickups. Thanks for pointing that out, Mary. And I do want to touch on something. I know when people hear that the pickups have to be recharged, they instantly are worried that like the guitar is going to die in the middle of a show or that something's going to go awry. Greg always says he tours with these guitars because his signature Gristle T-style guitar also has those pickups in it. He tours constantly and he plays long shows. He said he changes his strings, I think, once a week, and when he changes his strings is when he recharges the guitar. Wow. So he's playing 2 to 3 hour shows 5 nights a week and recharging the guitar at that point. So you don't have to worry about you're in the middle of a gig and the guitar just dies. That's not going to happen.
Right.
It might happen if you don't ever charge it, but I can't remember what the battery life is, but it's something like a single charge holds it for 30 hours or something. So you don't have to worry about the battery dying. It's myth, I would say. There's also a push-pull on this, I think, to send these pickups into parallel. I remember. If Ken Haas is watching, maybe he can tell us. But I love this guitar. This is the Tobacco Burst, obviously, the 3-tone burst. The Avocado Burst went out last week, and we've been out of the Blucifer for a while.
Yeah.
So we do have a nice handful of Reverend stuff coming back into stock, hopefully this week. We'll be getting some choice pieces. So if you haven't come down and check out the Reverend selection in a minute, now's the time to do it. Got 2 nice used acoustics, also rehabbed by us. We've been using this time to kind of catch up on store stock and repairs. This is a nice USA-made Tacoma acoustic. It sounds great. Solid back, sides, and top. Comes with a hard shell case. Very affordable at $350. $350 for a made in USA acoustic guitar.
That's not bad.
It's got some wear and tear on it and stuff, but that
point
doesn't
out
matter.
too, in case people can't see, there is a clear pick guard here.
Yes.
It's not just where one was off and we left the outline.
Yes.
Of the,
No, there's a clear pick guard on here, yes. But the guitar, it's got some use. It's been well loved, but it still sounds great and it feels great. And it's a good way to pick up a USA-made acoustic guitar at a very affordable
I
price
was
point.
tuning that up and I couldn't believe how deep the tone is on that.
Yeah, I guess I should play it. At least strum a chord, right? Scotty took the time to tune it. Nice resonant full sound.
It's got a lot of bottom.
Love it. Very dynamic too. Love it, love it, love it. Another used arrival, a Martin, whoop, I just put a big ding in it. No, I'm kidding. DRS1, this is an old, yeah, right, I want a discount. Old style, made in Mexico, Martin guitar. Again, comes with a hard shell case. This does have the HPL neck. It still sounds good. Fishman electronics in it. So this one had a back split that we fixed, or Dave fixed it, Ducky fixed it. I should give him praise for doing it. It's not an easy fix. Great sounding guitar, again, very affordable. $359, and it comes with a hard shell case. So hard to beat that if you've been looking for a new beater acoustic. You don't want to worry about anything, you know, if it takes a little ding on the kitchen table or slips and falls off the couch, you don't have to worry about it.
Gives it character.
Gives it character. We'll wrap up with this Gretsch Streamliner Center Block Junior, maple body. I think it's maple top. Nope, I can't remember what the top is. I'm sorry. Very comfortable guitar.
Yeah.
It does have the push-pull master, so you can blend the two pickups together. And pinned Bigsby, gold hardware, obviously. The Broadtron 3 pickups, new and improved Broadtrons. So you can do anything with these pickups. You can play classic, clean blues, jazz licks, or you can get dirty, gritty rock and roll, like your AC/DC tone, your Who tones. You know the first Who record, My Generation, was cut mostly with a Gretsch.
Was it?
People don't think about Townsend playing a Gretsch, but that's what he was using at that time. So the Gretsch stuff lends itself to a variety of styles, so don't think you can only play Brian Setzer licks on it. I love Brian Setzer, and I would say he's kind of kept the Gretsch name alive this entire time, but I think the downside of that has also been that the perception is unless you're Brian Setzer, you can't play a Gretsch. Right. So, or our old buddy Jim Heath, who was in town last night.
Was he?
Yeah, they played Pig and Whiskey in Corktown. I didn't see it till somebody went live last night on my friends list, and I'm like, is that Reverend Horton Heat? And I clicked on it. They were playing like in the parking lot of Corktown Tavern.
Is that where they have Pig and Whiskey now?
Yeah, I guess it's not in Ferndale anymore.
Yeah.
They moved it downtown. So, but yeah, I was like, wow, I wish I would have known about this. They went on at like 8:15 too.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, big fan of the mighty Rev.
Yeah.
He's been here 3 times.
I saw Reverend Horton Heat, well, many, many times, but I remember one time I saw him in East Lansing in, I think it was 96.
Okay.
And they were playing like a street festival, and they had to end early because the audience was getting so out of hand. They pushed the barricade down, and were like, people were getting basically climbing onto the stage, and they just stopped playing. They're like, show's over! And they just,
Show's over!
They left.
I could see Jim doing that.
My friend bootlegged the show on cassette.
I'm trying to look at
and I
the
have it.
comments here. Pat Middlestat, that's more fun than looking on your phone for sure. Yes. Yeah, it is, Pat. Mike Harkins is watching. Yeah. It's a good day to come down here, I
Yeah.
think. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not supposed to rain till later, so don't be. Don't,
And even if it does rain, who cares?
Yeah,
I mean, the people's threshold of
Are you gonna melt?
what dictates what they do is kind of unbelievable sometimes.
know.
Well, it's going to rain for about 15 minutes later on, so I can't leave. Okay.
they see that forecast and there's like rain every day, but then when you actually look at the forecast, it's like, oh, 3 a.m. for 22
Yes,
minutes.
yeah, exactly.
You're like,
Yeah.
Too humid.
Too humid. Yeah, if
I
it was
just
100
straightened my
degrees, I
hair.
would understand. But like, we're inside and it's air conditioned.
It's not raining in here.
It's not raining in here at all. I don't think we have any leaks in here.
No.
Merrick, you want to eat a brownie before we go?
Sure.
Look at this. Merrick's got a full tray of cookies and brownies
This is breakfast, right?
for anybody that comes
right.
on. Well, he's going to eat all of this.
Right, yeah. That's right. We're going to do it right now.
He might let you watch him.
There you go. There you go.
We'll just leave the live stream on for another hour while I just eat and say nothing. Just shoveling
Just
my
hammering cookies.
face. Yeah,
back.
why not?
Did you see how many people were stoked that you were back on your
I
post?
did, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the lovely comments and likes and people coming in through the store to say hi. It's very sweet. Glad to be back. Good to see you all again, for sure.
Yeah, Merrick wasn't getting that when he was slinging Michelob Ultra.
No, not quite. Not quite. No. I still got some love, but not like this.
Here's one thing. We don't make him wear a tie here.
Right. That's a good point,
You
yeah.
had to wear a tie.
Well, I didn't wear a tie, but they wanted me
You were
to.
supposed to. I should have told Merrick, all right, listen, you can come back, but you got to keep the same outfit you're rocking at the other place.
It'd be too hot. It would suck.
When I worked for Camelot Music in the early 90s, we wore shirts and ties.
Yes?
And slacks and dress shoes. Yeah, that was under the original ownership. Then when they sold the company, they had us wearing these like polos or like long sleeve. And I'm pretty sure whoever made them back then is who makes clothes for Temu now because they smelled like gasoline.
Pre-Temu.
And they were
PT.
very uncomfortable too.
Yeah, they're very uncomfortable.
Pre-Temu. All right, well, I think that wraps up today's live stream. Been a good time talking about all this great stuff with you guys. Better come down and see all these awesome records and all of this great gear and just hang out with us. I mean, we want you to hang out, but we also want you to buy stuff,
Right.
right?
That's right.
Otherwise, Merrick's going to get upset.
Yeah, we're friends, but we're also business guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you, Merrick.
No problem.
I should update everybody too and let them know that today or tomorrow is the day that I'll finally be putting the bologna chub in the smoker. After yesterday,
Yes.
after yesterday, I came in with the 6-pound bologna chub from next door.
Yeah, 'cause I was going to say.
You missed it, man.
He is talking about an actual chub of bologna. Don't get any wild ideas.
Don't get any
there.
ideas. An actual bologna chub, ladies and gentlemen. All right, thanks for tuning in. We will see you today till 6 p.m. We are here tomorrow, 11 to 4. Come down and hang out with us, get some new tunes, get some new gear. It's a good day to come to Rock City Music Company.